is Kimber. Thanks so much for stopping in and checking on me today. I do appreciate it. Today I plan on starting a new series entitled 10 Things I Wish I Knew Before I Started Keto. And I've noticed that I have some new subscribers, so hi and welcome to my channel. So glad that you're here with me today. And I just want to tell you guys just a little bit about myself in case you don't know. I've been keto for a little over a year. I have lost a total of 75 pounds and I live a completely sedentary life, meaning I'm not able to exercise due to hip dysplasias. I have problems with the disintegrating hip joint. I also have, I've always had arthritis, juvenile arthritis all the way up, just severe amounts of pain. I also have an autoimmune disease. And the first thing that I want you guys to know that I wish that I knew before I started keto is that my journey is not going to be the same as everyone else's. And yours is going to be different as well. I went in with unrealistic expectations that keto was just going to be the be-all, end-all for me. I'd heard so many people say, oh, I don't have arthritis anymore. Keto completely cured that. I don't have this anymore. Keto completely cured this. Or I don't have this anymore because keto completely cured this. And while it's true that keto really does help and with pain management for me, I'm in no way cured or healed of either. The hip dysplasia that I have, I was born with. It is genetic. It affects the growth plates in your body. It affects every joint that you have. It is also found a lot in dwarfism, little people. The cutoff there is 4'3". Anything 4'3" and under is considered to be a little person or a dwarf. I am 4'9", so I am above that mark, but the issues like you see with my arms, the way they don't extend fully, things like that, there's a lot of things that are similar in me that you will see in someone who has the dwarfism characteristics. But I was expecting, that all these changes would happen, and it just didn't happen for me. And the pain is less because I'm not weighing as much, because I did weigh 240 pounds, which I have lost 75 pounds, which has helped a lot. But the damage that I did to my body at 240 on my joints and my bones was just irreversible. So, now in order for me to be able to move well and things like that, it's probably going to I'll end up having to have a hip replacement. That is, if I can have it. I do believe that the bone on my left hip has started to deaden. And what happens when that takes place is it's pretty much impossible for you to have a hip replacement because there's nothing for it to connect onto. And I've started seeing that I do have some of the symptoms of what they consider to be a dead bone, which is sad. But, I've achieved so much by not exercising, by not, lifting weights, by not walking, and that's the thing that I wanted to achieve and to tell you guys about, is that you can do it too. If you have health conditions or you have these things that keep you from being able to move, you can do it. I've done it. And, I have the autoimmune disease as well, hidradenitis suppurativa, which I have videos about, and I'll probably link them here somewhere. And that's just an autoimmune disease where my body just basically fights itself, and it's been misdiagnosed a lot as cystic acne. There is no cure for this disease, and it comes in different stages, and I do have one of the worst stages. And basically it is just very large cysts that open up on the body, causes massive amounts of pain. It also creates tunneling under the skin. It's just a nasty condition, and there is no cure for that. Now, keto has helped a lot by drying up the places and, preventing new ones from coming, but it is just an ongoing thing. You can go into remission, but you will always have the carrier. You'll always have it inside your body, and it can come up at any time. Stress does it, food choices, It's nothing that's contagious or anything like that, but you'll always have it. And there's no cure except a lifetime of antibiotics. And I discovered a long time ago that antibiotics for me just were not a good thing. I lived a life of having to be on constant antibiotics. And as a result, when I got a cold, I wasn't even able to fight off a cold. I mean, a cold could kill you. Once your body stops producing its own antibodies and you're solely relying on pills, it messes with you. So I just refuse to take the antibiotics anymore, and kind of messes with you. But, you know, the unrealistic expectation that I had is that keto was just going to cure everything. It was just going to clear everything up and I was going to be fine and dandy. And I was going to have the same story that everyone else had, you know. Oh, I just get up and I have so much energy and I just clean my house and clean my car and clean my cats and clean my dogs and clean my kids. And I didn't have that. I mean, we're talking about someone who lived a worse sedentary life than I do now. There are still times that I do require a wheelchair. But it was things of I would go to church and just not able to move around. So I would have to have a wheelchair to move around at church. And I don't have to do that anymore. I do have a cane and also a rollator, which is basically a walker with wheels that I do use. And that's my life. That's my everyday. I'm not going to be able to move like everyone else. You know, I'm not going to be able to run these half marathons or marathons or, you know, I'm not going to be able to swim the Great Barrier Reefs. And I'm just not. I mean, I just got to be realistic with myself. I'm not going to be able to do that. And you may not be able to do that. So I'm talking to you. If you are in a wheelchair or if you have reached a weight to where you can no longer move, you can lose weight with keto. You can lose weight solely by the food choices that you make. And you still eat amazing, great food. But you just have to make that choice, you know, that you want to do that. I watch a lot of My 600-Pound Life, and a lot of time you just see these people and they can't do anything but eat. They just lay there and they eat and they eat and they eat. We all could do that. It's so easy just to give up and just eat, you know. But you can do it. I mean, you can still drop the weight and be sedentary. I am. I mean, there's not any time that I can go without a cane. There's not any time I can go without a rollator. You know, when I go into stores and things, I still have to use wheelchairs. I do. And I used to before. I used to feel so guilty that I would be using them because it was, in my mind, it was thinking, oh, you're just having to use this because you're overweight and you can't walk. And even dropping all the weight, 75 pounds, I still have to use a wheelchair. And it's like, you almost get to the point where you kind of feel defeated. But you know what? I'm so much better off now. You know, I may not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. And, you know, that's the thing. If you take anything from my first lesson, and that's what this is, 10 things I wish I knew about keto. The first one is my journey is not going to be like anyone else's. Don't compare yourself to someone else. Because that honestly will set you up for failure. That sets you up for defeat if you're expecting your journey to be like someone else's, who goes out here and just becomes a triathlon athlete, or can deadlift and power lift and bench press and, you know, run 4Ks. And it didn't happen for me. It may happen for you, but I want to encourage those who can't do that, who may never be able to do that, the paraplegic, you know, someone who may be, I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know who this could touch, but I'm living proof that you can not be able to do any type of exercise and completely lose weight on your food alone. So with that, I am going to end this. Sorry this was so long. I'm trying to get down to a lower time because I know that not everybody has, you know, hours upon hours of the day to sit and listen to someone talk. But if you heard something here that you like, please hit the like or the thumbs up. If you found something that I said that was dislikable, hit the thumbs down button. If you're new to my channel, if you haven't saw me before, please hit the subscribe button. Also the bell notification so you can be alerted of when I post up new videos, because I will be doing 9 more things that I wish I knew before I started keto. So with that, I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.
Go. I am already on the gas, running red lights. So probably shouldn't do this every day. I know. Probably should be able to take a break. I know.